Hello, everyone. My name is Sawyer Shotes, and I am the Senior BDM with Collette Vacations here in Indiana. So I am so excited to be here tonight to kind of just go over some of what I consider to be Colette's greatest tours for you to travel on this year. So couldn't be happier. I'm new to taking over Indiana, so I hate that I'm having to meet and see everyone virtually, but we know sometime soon we'll be able to get together in person and talk about wonderful travel opportunities around the world. So I've been with Collette a decade now, so I actually live in Nashville, Tennessee. I cover a couple states for us, and Indiana's new for me, but I'm certainly excited to partner with Edie and partner with the Mill Race Center. This is a wonderful travel group, and you guys are in wonderful hands partnering with Edie, and she'll be there every step of the way for you in this planning process. But, just a little bit about Collette. We are the oldest tour operator in the United States. So we've been doing this for over 100 years now, and we have about 160 programs to all 7 continents. So I can get you anywhere in the world you're wanting to go, but we're really focused on some of Colette's greatest opportunities to see, but wait until you see the value and the price point that we'll take into it. But one of the things that we want to talk about is, we're getting to the point where it's time to start making our travel plans for later in this year and really into 22 as well. It's been such a challenge over the last year, but it's now time to really get excited and get passionate about travel again. Things are looking wonderful, and we're really, really positive, not only about the future, but about today. And kind of as Collette has handled the pandemic very, very well, just so you all know, this should show the financial strength of my organization. Up to date, we've refunded over $130 million in cash for tours that weren't able to go last year. So we're always going to be there to support you as our travelers, support Mill Race Center, but also what's going to do what's best for you. And at the end of the day, if a tour doesn't operate, we will give you every penny back, including your insurance. But everything we're talking about today, we have supreme confidence that you will be able to not only go on these journeys, but you'll be able to do it safely, and you will get everything that you paid for, and the integrity of the tour will be there fully. So excited to go into what an escorted tour looks like and show you all of these wonderful adventures with Collette and Mill Race Center. I guess it's time to get going, and really we want to go in depth of really, as you can see, what sets Collette apart, and really just want to show what an escorted tour looks like traveling with us. And we really feel like we are the most inclusive 4-star tour in the escorted market. So what that allows is we're going to keep you in strategically placed, more often than not, centrally located hotels where we've got you right in the hearts of the area. So we're able to get out and see the areas we're traversing, but also have the ability to have ample free time for you walk out of the hotel lobby, and all the wonderful shopping and restaurants are right at your fingertips. But you're going to see as we discuss the tours that we'll be taking you on throughout the end of the year, we're going to be the pioneers of choice, and we want you to have the ability to customize your experience and pick and choose how you want to see these destinations, and that'll be something fun for me to show. But we're going to show a really perfectly paced itinerary where we don't want it to be one night, one night, one night. We want you to have, as much as we can, multiple nights in each area that we visit, so you can truly see every inch of the area and make it feel like it's a wonderful experience. We don't want you to feel like you're dragging the suitcase everywhere we go, but as you see, it'll be worry-free travel. Everything's going to be taken care of. I just need you to show up with a smiling face. That's the key thing for us. But the way we'll be showing you all of these incredible destinations is with the most experienced tour managers in the industry. And they love taking our travelers all over the world. And most have been with the company 15, 20 plus years. So they are true destination experts. They'll know the history and the culture like the back of their hand, but they're wonderful for free time recommendations and all the fun things that come with that as well. But with further ado, let's kind of show what we'll be seeing throughout the year. And the first journey that we'll be looking into is our Shades of Ireland. And this is October 6th through the 15th of 2021. So this will be for later this fall. This is the #1 tour at Collette. And we take more travelers on Shades of Ireland than we do any destination around the world. This is a 10-day program, 13 mills. So as you can see, as we look at the map, we'll be showing you every inch of the beautiful Emerald Isle. So we'll be flying in and out of Dublin, and this is pretty much round trip Ireland. As you see, we'll do 2 nights Dublin, a night in incredible Waterford, my favorite place to visit in Ireland, which is Killarney, for 2 evenings, 2 nights in Limerick. And then how can I take you to Ireland without a final night in a castle stay? So we'll have the lifestyle of the rich and famous and the luxury for the evenings. So, some of the things that we'll be seeing and doing and showing you in this is we're going to show every inch of the fair city of Dublin. So we'll get in, we'll do our welcome dinner that first night. Then day 2, we really hit the ground running and showing you all the incredible sights and sound of this city. And again, this is where we talk about choice on tour. I'll give you the ability to pick and choose how you want to see this destination, whether it be motor coach seeing a sightseeing tour of Dublin, or we want to be active, a little more adventurous, and we want to do the walking tour of Dublin. So you'll have that ability to pick and choose how you want to do it. But again, ample free time for you. There are only 900 pubs in Dublin, so we want to give you the time to explore and have a Guinness, enjoy a pint, and just take in the live music and the Irish culture and the people. That's what I love about sending people to Ireland, is just meeting the locals, seeing the countryside, seeing the 200 shades of green. That's what it's all about, and you'll start the adventure off here. But as we continue on, the second choice on tour for you, and that's to the Waterford Crystal Factory, or we have an incredible medieval museum and winery visit there. So I had the pleasure of taking my mom and dad on this tour a couple of years ago, and I think the highlight for my mom was seeing the Crystal Factory. She loves Waterford Crystal. We have it all over our home. And somehow we ended up coming back with Christmas gifts for all the grandkids and the kids. So unfortunately, that trip got a little more expensive when the credit card bill came in. But you'll love your time in Waterford. They ship it right back for you. They make it as easy as we can. But you can't go to Ireland without seeing the Blarney Castle, and we got to take you and check into the Blarney Stone. So you do that for the gift of eloquent speech. You'll go up a beautiful staircase overlooking the grounds of the property, so you'll get to see the castle and enjoy it. But to me, again, this is true Ireland. This is what you're going for. It's the countryside. It's Killarney, and you'll do that on the Ring of Kerry. This is one of the most gorgeous 100-mile drives all across Europe. But to see the coastline, seeing the Atlantic coast, the hills, this is one and a certain day you will never put your camera down the entire time. So you'll love it. The pictures are fantastic. Enjoy yourself. And it keeps prettier. It's getting prettier and prettier as you make your way to the Cliffs of Moher. The 700-foot tall cliffs overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. If you have a beautiful, clear day like this picture is, and I'll be fingers crossed that you all will, your pictures will blow you away. You will be able to put all of these on Facebook, make all of your friends and family jealous of where you're traveling, and it's an incredible view. And again, how can we not finish up our program with the lifestyle of the rich and famous as we spend the night of royalty in the Cabra Castle. So staying on the grounds of the castle, this is where we'll have our farewell dinner and give you an incredible opportunity to see it. So enjoy the grounds, take beautiful pictures, rose gardens. They do have a 9-hole golf course here if we get in time for any of my golfers. But I think you can see quickly through the pictures why Shades of Ireland is the #1 destination that we take people to. And we'd love to have you. We fully anticipate, of course, with this tour being in October, we will be going and going to give you an incredible experience on it. So kind of just wanted to wrap up and go over kind of the final details on this. Again, this is October 6th through the 15th of 2021. So this will be here before you know it. A deposit on this program is $600 per person, and then insurance is $399. So initial payment and deposit will be $999 per person. And here's the unique thing. We want to talk about the penalty date. As we want to give as much time as we can for you all to make your decisions and feel comfortable, we know travel's making a big comeback, and people are putting in deposits and signing up left and right. We also want to give you as much time to be comfortable in traveling. So we've allowed an extension of your penalty date where if you put your deposit in, and we hope as soon as possible because we only have a limited number of space, we want to get that in for you. You have until July 1st of this year. If you let Collette know or let Edie know in her office, I will give you your insurance and deposit back. You get every penny back. We'll talk insurance here later in the show, but from July 2nd on until the day before departure, if you were to cancel, you would get everything except the cost of insurance back. But again, $32.49 is the price for the double per person. The single rate is $39.49. Just to kind of reiterate the value of this tour, I've never seen Ireland, especially my 10-day Irish tour, be this price point. So you're getting an incredible value. In fact, Edie and Mill Race Center is a hard negotiator. They've got us to where the air rate on this tour is $399 per person. So we're giving you the opportunity to go to Ireland, go on Colette's #1 selling destination, and fly with airfare that's $399 per person. So please take us up on this opportunity. Normally this tour is $37, $38, $39.99. So that should show you the incredible value. And again, weather in Ireland in October is going to be perfect. You never know really what you're going to get when you go to the destination, but you'll be in a light jacket, that zip up wind and rain jacket. You're in layers. It could be beautiful one day. It might rain on you for 10 minutes the next. You never know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of Ireland. You're prepared for it. But beginning of October will be an incredible time to go. So I hope you join us on Shades of Ireland and on to the next adventure. So the next place we'll be visiting is another one of Colette's best-selling tours. We'll be talking about a lot of what I call Colette's greatest hits today. And this is our Reflections of Italy. And this is November 8th through the 17th of 2021. This is the 10-day tour, 12 meals included, as we kind of look at the map and show you what you'll be seeing and doing. This is a perfect first-timer adventure to Italy. As you see, we'll start the adventure in Rome. We'll do 2 nights in Rome, spending a night into Perugia, right outside of Assisi. We'll finish up with 2 nights in Florence, 2 nights in Venice, and then we'll finish up with our final night in Milan and then fly home. So if you've never been to Italy before, an incredible adventure. And what I love about it, it's multiple nights in Rome, it's multiple nights in Florence, multiple nights in Venice, some of the most visited places in all of the world. And we're really going to show you the art, the culture. But if you love Italian food, the cuisine, the wines, Italy checks every box, and you'll see quickly why this is on the top of everyone's bucket list of a destination for us to get to. So we'll do our overnight flight, and we'll take you and connect into Rome. So the first thing we'll do is a wonderful welcome dinner. And I want to talk a little bit about the food when we go to Italy, because if you're on a diet when I take you on this tour, I'm sorry, because we're going to be doing some walking. You'll walk some pounds off, but it's going to be multi-course meals, pastas, pizzas, incredible cuisine. That's why you go to Italy. So I love to give you that. And what I also love to talk about our Italy programs, regional wines included with every meal. So you won't have to buy that bottle or glass of wine with dinner. It's all taken care of for you, and that's with every included meal on the product there. But, the next morning we'll take out and we'll start to see every inch of, this classic, beautiful city of Rome. So we're going to go take you to the Colosseum. And we don't just take you to the Colosseum. We're going to take you on a VIP in-depth experience, in-depth tour of it. So that's what we do at Collette. And this is why you take an escorted tour with us. It's not just to put eyes on these places and take pictures from the window of the motor coach. It's to go in and explore and tour and learn the history and have wonderful tour managers that teach you every inch of these areas. So that's what we love, and that's why people take us up on these incredible adventures. But, we also want to show you all of classic Rome, but we also want to give you a little free time as well. So we have the opportunity for those that maybe want to shop or see some inches of Rome. Maybe you want to go to the Trevi Fountain and throw the coin over your shoulder. But I can't recommend enough that you take us up on the Vatican experience. And to take you to the Vatican, I had the pleasure of going to Italy a couple of years ago, and it all blew me away. But there is something special about being in the Vatican, seeing St. Peter's Basilica. It is a living, breathing museum as much as it is, one of the most famous religious sites around the world. So to take it in, the artwork will blow you away. When you are in the Sistine Chapel, you can't even talk. And it's not just because it's the rules there, but because you're in such awe, and you got to almost lift your jaw back up because you see Michelangelo's masterpiece, and we'll see another one of his shortly. But as we continue on, this is as much as we talked about the countryside of Ireland. This is what I love about Italy too. I want to show you the hillside towns. I want to show you the charming villages. That's what Italy is to us as well. So to do the capital of Umbria here in Perugia, so we'll spend one night here, and I want you just to people watch and go walk the beautiful cobblestone streets. That's the experience but this is where we're going. And I loved my time in Florence to be able to see and do it. You've got the cradle of the Renaissance there. And you see Michelangelo was the architect of the Duomo there. So you see it in the dome on the top. So it's right in the heart of the city. It's an extremely walkable place. The hotel can't be in a better location. So we're not going to take you. We're also going to take you to the Academy, because I have to have you put your eyes on Michelangelo's David. And he is huge. You have no idea how big he is until you see him up close and personal, but he is perfect. He is another one of his masterpieces, and you're just staring there at awe. And that's what we love about it. But you'll have plenty of free time to explore in Florence as well. And then we'll continue on our journey. How can I take you to Italy without taking you to a Tuscan winery? That is one of the highlights of the tour as well. So this is a family-owned winery where we'll have a wonderful lunch meal, full multi-course meal as well. But to taste the local regional wine, you have the opportunity to bring some back if you'd like. It's an experience you won't forget as well. And then I'm going to take you to one of the most, I view it as one of the most romantic places in all the world, and that's Venice. So the city built of canals, you only have 117 islands, and it's just so unique. You've seen pictures of it, but until you get up close and personal and you see the gondolas and you see everyone navigating the crazy streets, That's what we love about it. So you'll love your time there. And then we finish up in Milan, have a farewell dinner. You'll do a little city touring there, and then I got to get you home. But it's a perfect pace, multiple nights in Rome, Florence, and Venice. So you'll get to see every inch of this incredible country. But the price point on this one will blow you away as well. So not only did we have $3.99 airfare for Shades of Ireland, I'm also going to have $3.99 airfare for Reflections of Italy. So again, this is November 8th through the 17th. I think it's another wonderful time to visit. What I love about sending guests in Italy to November is the crowds aren't as big. And I think you're going to see people are chomping at the bit to get back and travel. So Italy is going to be one of the first places people are ready to go. So the heavy travel season for them is August, September, and we anticipate not only us domestically here in the United States, but travelers around the world will be going back again. So to be in November, crowds should be dwindling down again. I think it's the perfect time to go. But look at the price point. As you see, the double rate is $33.49 per person. That's land, air, that's everything. The single rate, $4,049. So $4,049 is the single rate. And just to show you again the value you're getting traveling this year on the $3.99 air special, this tour normally runs sometimes in the mid-4s peak season. So to have it be $33.49 land and air is just an absolute incredible value. Again, the deposit's $600 per person. Insurance is $399, so your initial payment and deposit would be $999 per person, and you are at no financial obligation again till July 1st of 2021. So you've got till July. If your plans change, you can get every penny back, including your insurance, from July 2nd up until the day before we travel. You'll get every penny back except the cost of insurance. So, all right, continuing on. And I love the Christmas markets. And we have, again, supreme confidence that this tour will be good to go and the full experience that you'll get. What I love about this is, Europe is charming any time of year, but the fact that when you can go during the holiday season and see these Christmas markets, not to mention you can knock out all your Christmas shopping in one trip, it makes a lot of sense to me. And this December 2nd through the 9th of this year. And what's great about that is it's a perfect time to be gone. It's right after Thanksgiving. But we're going to get you back before holiday parties, before things that are really busy on your family calendar. So it's a great time of year to be gone as well. So here's our tour at a glance. What we love about it is, how about 5 nights in the same hotel in Innsbruck, and then we'll be flying in and out of Munich, where we'll have one night at the very end before we fly home. You have a very easy, quick trip. You're in the same hotel for 5 nights, and you kind of hub and spoke out and see all of these areas, whether it be Salzburg, Oberammergau that we'll show you here. But wait till you see the landscape. And is this as much as fun of an experience program for us as it is a scenery tour? Because that's the backdrop. That's what you'll have your morning coffee to, and that's where you'll do your Christmas shopping in the Christmas markets in Innsbruck. And that is truly the capital of the Alps. So this, again, will be your home for the next 5 nights. And it just gets getting prettier and prettier. Here we are in Sheffield to see it in the great Austrian wintertime. But going on to Salzburg, and this is, of course, as much as you see it decorated for Christmas, the city of music. And for you to enjoy that, we'll be having plenty of time in the Christmas markets there, but we'll take you to Maribel Gardens. And for any of my Sound of Music fans, this is, of course, a big part of it. But these are your do-re-mi steps in Maribel Gardens. But if you love classical music, you're going to love this destination. We'll show you Mozart's birthplace, and that is an extremely important part to this region. So to know all of the famous composers that came from here, but again, everything's walkable. We're doing limited motor coach time, so there's so many benefits to this. And then we're going to have a wonderful adventure to St. Peter's Restaurant. This is the oldest continuously serving restaurant in Europe. Dates back starting in 1200 AD. So that's how old this place is. So this is a centuries-old gym. We'll have an incredible multi-course meal for you. But again, this is another perfect blend of included sightseeing and ample free time. That's why we're taking us on an escorted tour to do the shopping and continuing on. But you'll see Neuschwanstein. It might look familiar because that's where Walt Disney got his idea for Cinderella's Castle at Disney World. But to get up close and personal with it, and then have the opportunity in Oberammergau, which you might be familiar of. This is the village where the Passion Play takes place every 10 years. This is a village in Bavaria where all of the buildings are painted, whether it be Christmas scenes, biblical scenes. It's a charming city of about 2,000 people, so you'll love your time here. It's a city that's famous for its cuckoo clocks and Christmas decorations, so you'll definitely get some wonderful goods that whether you can ship back already packaged for you, or we'll bring it with you. But we'll wrap up our program in Munich. That's where we'll end our tour, another one of the largest Christmas markets. And that's what this one's all about. Sightseeing, shopping, included adventures, and free time. That's why you'll love this adventure, but you'll also love it from the price point. These are land and air as we kind of wrap up, making our way through the double rate, $24.99 per person, the single rate, $28.99 to go to Central Europe. To do it for that price is a flat out steal. So I love what we've already talked about today, because I think you're showing the value of where there's an opportunity to go out and see the world and do it safely and get every experience that you paid for. And let's get it at a very, very value price, because that's what we love about it. The deposit's $600, the insurance is $399, and then we've extended the penalty date since it is a little bit later. So you've got until August 1st of 21 to cancel for any reason, and you get every penny back, including insurance, from October 2nd up until the day before we leave. That will be your penalty date. So we love the Christmas markets. I'm going to get you back in time for the holiday season for you and your family, and off we go. So that was all the things that we wanted to focus on in 2021. And again, we feel supremely confident that all of these tours are going to go. All of these tours are going to go extremely safely, and they're going to get every experience they have. The integrity of the tours are all going to be there. But, you know, as we continue out, we'll talk about tropical Costa Rica next. This is our first adventure we want to focus on into 2022. Just to let you know, we are starting back at Collette, taking people to Costa Rica in April. So if we're already doing it in April, you will absolutely be in great shape and going in February of 2022. So I want you to envision it. And I just lived through a big snowstorm, which big for us, and at least in Nashville, that's where I live. But, you know, I thought about I would love to be in Hawaii right now. I would love to be in Costa Rica when we had 8 inches of snow and 2 inches of ice. Well, I know the weather here in Indiana can be a little dicey in the middle of February. Why don't we take you to tropical Costa Rica, where it's incredibly beautiful? You'll be in bathing suits, you'll be in your shorts and your t-shirts and be able to enjoy all of that. And let's get away from that crummy winter weather. Here we are in Indiana. So we're kind of going this checks every box as well. This is a 9-day adventure, again, February 14th through the 22nd of 2022. But you're going to do everything. You're going to do Guanacaste, so you're going to do the beach. You're going to do Mount Verde. You're going to do the rainforest, the cloud forest, Arenal, where the volcano is. You're going to see so much. If you're a nature person, if you love wildlife, birds, beautiful horticultural things that come with these regions, Costa Rica is the perfect destination for you. Not to mention, from a flight standpoint, let's say we have a major connecting gateway from Indianapolis, or even if there's a direct, you're only from, let's say, Atlanta, 3.5 hours to get into San Jose, the capital city. So it's a short flight. It's a great value. The weather is going to be incredible. But wait until you see the sights and sounds of what we'll take in. So we'll start the tour in the capital city of San Jose. So that's where we'll nestle in the first night. But I got to give you some beach bum time. That's why you're going to take this up on this adventure. So we stay in the Guanacaste region at a beautiful beachfront resort. So you'll have a complete free day to soak up the sun, enjoy the resort, kind of catch your breath as we get started into the tour, pull overlooking the water. It's all there. But don't feel like we're going to just have a lot of downtime on this. This is why you're taking an escorted tour with us, because we're going to give you plenty of wonderful, memorable experiences. And what we love about our Costa Rica programs are your guide is going to be a naturalist there. So they're going to have studied and have so much experience and knowledge onto the birding, onto the nature, the wildlife. So they are going to be such experts to teach you all of this. And you'll do it in some unique ways. Well, we have another choice on tour for you. This is included, where you get to pick and choose where you want to go on a hanging bridges walking tour through the canopy bridges of Costa Rica on the chase for all of their species of butterflies. Or maybe you have a little more adventurous part of the group that want to take a zipline canopy tour. So for those are wonderful, memorable experiences. I know anyone that takes us up on the zipline, you will never forget it. So we'll also take you out on the water and do a cruise on Lake Arenal. That's the largest lake there in Costa Rica. So again, we're going to be doing this in multiple different ways, but this is where we'll be staying at the base of Arenal volcano. That is an active volcano, so you'll be safe. You'll be in good shape. But here's a look at your resort where you'll be staying, and you'll have 2 nights at the lodge overlooking the volcano. So that's where you'll have your coffee in the morning, overlooking the volcano, and just enjoying that experience. But this is what it's all about. You're going to wildlife refuges. You're seeing monkeys. You're seeing sloths. You're seeing all the things that come with it. We love Costa Rica, and we love taking you to Costa Rica in February. could not pick a better time to go. So we owe Edie a big credit for sending you to then. So again, the double rate, the price on this is $23.49 per person, and the single rate is $28.49. Deposit $600. Again, insurance $399, so $999 insurance and deposit. And your seat reduction date on this tour is 8/14. That is when you will get every penny back at no penalty, including insurance, after 8/14 up until the day before you leave, and that's of this year. So I love it. When you look again, that's 9 days to Costa Rica for under $2,400. You're seeing the trend here of what we're talking about, absolute wonderful values. So the last one we want to focus on, and as we end up our journey today, is on Treasures of Europe. And this is a 13-day. This is a big trip. This is 16 meals included. This is March 24th through April 5th of 2022. And what I love about this journey as we look into it, if you've never been to Europe before, perfect first-timer trip. If you're someone that maybe you think you're only going to go a couple of times, or maybe you want to see and knock out as much as you can on this big trip, this is a perfect example for you. If you love trains, it's another perfect experience for you, because we'll be taking the Eurostar from London to Paris and the Eurostar from Paris to Lucerne. So if you're a train person, it's great. If you're a first-timer, it's fantastic. But if you're a repeat Europe traveler, here's what I love about it. Multiple nights in London, multiple nights in Paris, multiple nights in Venice, Florence, and Rome. So you're going to truly go in depth of all of pretty much what I consider to be some of the most major cities, not only in Europe, but of the world. So that's what we love about it. It's perfect for first-timers. It's perfect for repeat travelers. And it's great for my train people, because I know you love to travel by train here at Mill Race Center. So we'll start in London, the cosmopolitan and historic capital of England, where we are. So you'll do the full city tour there. You've got Big Ben, Tower Bridge, Parliament, the House of Parliament. You got it all there. So you'll have plenty of free time as well, but you're going to have a great guide that'll take us every step and show us all the sights and sounds that London has to offer. So we want to have you explore that. You'll have a kind of a complete free day there as well. As you see, you got the London Eye. That's where close by our hotel, and then have an afternoon at leisure to enjoy yourself. So we got to take the train. So this is one of the most unique experiences on the tour, is you take over the English Channel on the high-speed rail that goes about 200 miles an hour. So you'll get there quick. It's only a couple hours as we make our way into Paris. And, you know, this is the City of Light. Hotel, fantastic location for us. You've got the Eiffel Tower. I'll say all of the great shopping, the cafes, people watch. Enjoy yourself here. That is what Paris is famous for, and you're going to see every inch of it. So we're going to get really up close and personal with the Eiffel Tower when we take our Seine River cruise. So that's where we'll have our dinner one of the evenings. But you've got great shopping, the Arc de Triomphe, all of that is right here for you. And then we kind of continue on our next stop on the TGV train to Lucerne, which when you see this picture, you take it in. That's why we're sending you into the heart of the Swiss Alps. So we'll love our time in Lucerne for you to get this. This is Switzerland's most beautiful city. Hotel's in a great spot. So enjoy yourself as we make our way through, and then continue on. Every day gets prettier and prettier and prettier. I really want to focus a heavy lifting on this journey, especially as we traverse into the Lake District there. So you're getting into the heart of the Alps, so you can see the Lake District into Lake Lugano right there as we cross into Italy. But, you know, in the sake of time, what I love about it, again, is multiple nights in Venice, Florence, and Rome. It's a very similar concept that we talked about earlier in Reflections of Italy. So it's going to fall in line. I'm going to save us time on that end. But when we look as far as the details on it, the price, $43.49 per person for the double, $51.49 for the single. And again, very consistently, $699 deposit, $399 insurance, and we've got until September 25th of this year of 2021 to get every penny back. So I love Treasures of Europe. I know Edie has had a lot of success with people who have taken this tour personally, because you're doing so much from London all the way to Rome and everything in between. So it's a no-brainer. So certainly excited and happy to help. Perfect. So as we, kind of wrap up talking about all of our incredible adventures we'll be seeing in 2021 and 2022, we want to talk about some of the final things about traveling with Collette and some extremely important details in travel in general. But what we love to do with our guests, and these are for air-inclusive passengers, your vacation is going to start in Columbus. We will pick you up with a motor coach at the Mill Race Center, take you to the Indianapolis airport. When you arrive back off your incredible adventure, we will pick you back in Indianapolis and bring you back to the center. So that's included with all included guests. That it makes your adventure start at home, and that's what we love about it. But we also want to give you the ability to personalize your experience and customize it as well. And whether it be air upgrades or we're not an option-based company. We usually only have 2 or 3 on every tour that we do. That's always in your free time, but take us up on those. But if you want to go earlier, you want to stay late, I can't recommend enough pre-nights just to get there maybe a day early. I know everyone sleeps so wonderfully on your flights. You're never a zombie when you get off the plane, but I know sometimes that's the hardest part about it. But maybe that extra day of rest is great. But we have extensions on multiple tours we talked about today, whether it's Shades of Ireland and you want to go to Edinburgh, Scotland, we can help you accomplish that stuff. That is easy for us. But here's the most important thing that we'll talk about today. And, travel insurance has always been extremely important. But I think after the experience of the last year, we all know that travel insurance is probably the most important thing to talk about now when it comes with travel. And I will put my insurance at Collette up against anybody's. And, when you look at it, our insurance, which we do not ask age, and we do not ask pre-existing health conditions, which for pretty much, I think every tour we talked about today was $399 per person. That allows you to cancel for any reason up into the day before departure, and you get a full cash refund, no questions asked. It can be, the bad haircut a week before we go, your dog could be sick, whatever it might be, it does not matter. You just let Edie know, you let Collette know, we'll take care of you. Again, you get a full cash refund for any reason up into the day before departure. And that is a full cash refund, no questions asked. But not only is it, and that's a Collette policy. Collette is extremely financially stable and self-insured on the front end. Once we get on the plane to head to our adventure, TripMate's our partner for the part 2 of this, and that's for your medical assistance, evacuations, baggage delays, trip interruptions, cancellations, all of that comes with it. So, when you look about it, pretty much every tour we talked about today is internationally. So Medicaid, Medicare, maybe even your primary insurance carrier isn't going to cover you outside the United States. So our medical supplement will be there in case of any emergency. It's a no-brainer. It's always been a no-brainer, but I cannot recommend and stress enough the importance of travel insurance. And again, you're in wonderful hands with Collette, where we don't ask age, we don't ask pre-existing health conditions, and you have up into the day before departure for a full cash refund. And I know we have some loyal Collette travelers here at Mill Race Center, and that's a big thank you, and we want to continue this on. So unfortunately, no one really got to travel last year, so we want to extend these for you. So as you see, if you take a trip with Collette, or if you had a previous loyalty credit, you'll save $150 off. We've extended everything out a year. So where it says you'll save within the next 12 months, that's now 24 since you didn't get to travel last year. And for the $100 off, if it's been within 13 to 24, that's now 24 to 36 months. So we wanted to take care of that because we know you all wanted to go, but weren't able to go last year, and we make that easy for you. But that is it for me. I'll kind of wrap it up and say I just appreciate your time, your attention, and hopefully you saw an adventure, an experience that really piqued your interest. And I know we've all been, whether it be in our homes or, not seeing family and friends as much as we'd like, I know that you all love to travel here and you're ready to hit the ground running, and it's going to be here very, very soon. So we're excited to be starting back our operations in April. We anticipate all of our domestic touring by the summer to be full go. And we look like the end of summer, beginning of fall. All of our Europe destination looked really, really promising. Every tour we talked about today, we have supreme confidence that you'll be able to take. And I think Edie did a wonderful job picking out great destinations, picking out places that we can take you to safely and smartly, but also for incredible values. And I mentioned it during the presentation. I can't get you on Shades of Ireland for that rate any other time. I can't get you on Reflections of Italy for those prices. Those are usually $1,000 to $1,500 more per person than what you'll get. So it's incredible value, but that's not it. We've got one more little thank you, and this is an effort from Edie at Mill Race Center. We want to give you an incentive to really get your travel planning going. And one of the things we can't stress enough is the demand is there. We are having reservations and bookings starting left and right. And a lot of it, you got to factor in people from 2020 didn't get to go. So everybody moved their reservations over into 2021. So demand was already picked up to begin with. inventory isn't what it normally is. So we don't want you to miss out on any of these opportunities. And Edie and everyone at Mill Race Center wanted to give you another thank you and a welcome back to travel. And that's if you can sign up on any of our Collette departures on any of the groups we discussed today by June 1st, not only will you get the incredible rates we discussed, you will save an additional $150 off per person. So pretty much you'll be traveling on trips at price points you'll never get to do again. So I want to direct, if you have any questions, if you have any interest or want any information on how to book, reach out to Edie Smith here at the Mill Race Center. She's going to be your point of contact and take care of everything for you. And I know you're in wonderful hands with her. So thank you again for your time and attention. And I look forward to having you travel with Collette very soon.